What's new this week?
Couple things. In particular, one, what's new this week is, uh, well, we might as well start with it. You are in the
I'm the
news
news. Me, Pat. Well, how am I in the news?
because an article about how the Epic Store stops you from buying games too quickly popped up on PC Games and they apparently reported on someone's issue.
Is that a photo of my tweet?
It appears to be an issue of the Epic Store where one Patrick Boivin had some trouble purchasing video games.
So, I'm gonna set the stage for everyone here. The Epic Store had a sale, and I believe that sale is ongoing. And in a somewhat bizarre turn, Epic says, "Listen, guys, we're taking the discount of the sale. We're gonna pay you $10 essentially to buy any game $14.99 and over on this store, including pre-orders." Right? So I go, well, okay, that's a pretty good deal. I'm gonna get Borderlands eventually, might as well get it now. I'm gonna get Vampire the Masquerade 2 eventually, might as well get it now. Boop, 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 boop. Right? Oh, here's an indie game, here's that, whatever, right? Some of them are being discounted to like $5. Okay, hit 5 transactions. I get a message that's in that article, in that tweet. It says, "Hey man, your account's been blocked from future purchases. Please contact customer support." I go, that's weird, but okay. So I contact customer support, and to Epic's credit, I got a real email back from a human being within about 20 minutes saying, "Hey man,
How much money was it?
like 5 games. I bought Borderlands, I bought Vampire, I bought the season pass for Metro. It was like $200, $300 maybe
Okay.
total.
Yep.
Like just 3 big games and 2 indies, right? So not like $1,000 or anything like that. It's like, no, it's pre-orders, and if I don't want them later, I'll just fucking refund them. Who gives a shit, right? And I go, "Hey man, what's up? I bought these games. So you're not allowed." They go, "Oh, hey, we're really sorry about that. Hey, I need you. I'm gonna pass this on. We're gonna get this done with." So about 7 hours go by, and I get an email from a man in fraud and billing who goes, "We're really sorry about what happened to your account. We've reinstated the ability to make purchases, so you'll be able to continue to enjoy the sale, as it is." And I go, okay. But then I think to myself, wait, I got contacted by the fraud and billing department? That means that the fact that I bought 5 games during the sale tripped fraud protection on the store. So here's a couple takeaways from that train. 1, they're having a sale in which it's scary to the company that people would buy a couple games. 2, I made these purchases on an Epic account that is email verified and has active 2-factor authentication, with my payment method being my PayPal account, which is also 2-factor verified, and I had to log in 3 times during this process. Also, the reason why it was 5 separate purchases instead of one, say, $270 purchase is because there is no shopping cart still, despite the fact that they're having a big fucking sale.
So every purchase has to
Every
be
purchase is a
individually
separate
processed.
transaction. So I look at the thing and I get 5 different emails go PayPal, 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 right? Right? And finally, so I waited. I'm like, okay, I'll go back to looking for sales. And then about half an hour later, after spending what I think is a total of $400, I bought every single game of value off the Epic Game Store, showing off that when I had gotten that fraud protection thing happen, I had bought about 60% of the store's, like, what I'm going to call actual catalog, which is upcoming games that look cool or the exclusives that they've ran under. That store has less than 80 games on it total. That's weird. And then, and here's where we go into more news, because this, I looked and went, wow, it sure is lucky that I bought Borderlands and Vampire within 6 hours of the sale going live. Because not only is the sale not good for those anymore, those games have now been pulled from the Epic Game Store, which leads to another conclusion, that the system that Epic is using for their sales is so inflexible that the only way to turn the sale off for those games is to have removed them from the store.
I can't believe, I actually can't believe that I've never seen like this type of like fuck up, or this type of like shoddy built together fucking stick hut up for business trying to cram diamonds into its coffers. Like,
yeah.
Like you're buying exclusives and you're trying to push this as if it were up and functioning, and like your house
have a sale when this is all happening.
Like the building is sinking into the fucking foundation.
Grand opening.
You know what I mean? Like like the soil is soft. Right? The building is falling over and you're trying to cram, like...
Get those flyers out there. We need people in the door.
Oh my god. And more exclusives all the time, like trying to
now
set this thing
mine's
up.
the one
like,
that mine's the one that
gotta fight Steam.
So
fight Steam.
Mine's the one that kind of blew up, I guess. But like that's only because I'm sure a lot of people, if they were gonna pre-order Borderlands on the Epic Store, they probably did it when it got announced and they knew it wasn't going to come to Steam, and they just bit the bullet and did it, right? I just happened to go, fuck it, everything's on sale. I waited till the right time, right? There's probably like thousands of people whose accounts had the exact same fucking thing happen to them. And depending on the timing, they would have actually missed out on these sales. The Vampire and Borderlands sales were up for less than a day.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
They were up for less than a day before getting pulled by their own publishers. But here's the question, and Hades is even weirder. Hades, the early access game by Supergiant Games, which is a fantastic game, even in its early access state, was kicked down to $7 as a result of this sale. But something weird happened. Suddenly, it wasn't $7. Suddenly, it was $15, despite being on sale. That's weird. It was $10 off. Well, Hades had been running a sale where it was $3 off, so it would be $17 from its earlier $20. And then $10 off from the Epic Store made it $7. But now it's $15. Why is that? That's because its actual real price got kicked up to $25 in the middle of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'd like to point out that saying that things are on sale when you doubled their... Saying something 50% off and doubling its price right before it goes on sale so that it's actually the same cost and saying it's 50% off is illegal in most countries. It's a form of false advertising. So when people noticed this about Hades, they went, hey, what the fuck? That is bullshit! That is bullshit! And then what ended up happening is they took the original discount off, they put the price back to fucking $20, and I think you can buy it for 10 or 15 or whatever the fuck it is now. Right? And everyone wagged their fingers at Supergiant. And they were about to get way madder. Right up until anecdotal pieces of information started coming out where the reason why companies are pulling their games or pulling price shenanigans is because Epic said, oh, we're going to take the hit off the $10 for the sale.
Yes.
We don't actually have to tell anyone that their games are going on sale.
Because I was gonna ask, like, is this a case of, or does this look like a case of, here's the sales plan. Here's where we'll pass the savings on to you.
Yeah.
We'll take the hit.
They are straight up paying customers to buy games on their store. They're paying you $10.
And
right?
then on paper it looked great, and then they realized there was something about it that was unsustainable.
No. It's the fact that people over at Paradox woke up in the morning and went, wait, hey, did you guys put Vampire on sale? Why is it on sale? Now everyone's going to be pissed at us when the sale ends. And it's being Vampire's being sold on like GOG and shit like that, right? And it's going to be $60 there forever. So when that game comes out, it's going to get slammed because they jacked up the price. Is how people are going to feel. Hades, which is an early access title, goes, shit, people think our game is worth fucking $7 now. And they can't undo it. They can't undo it.
And I don't know if there's anything like Steam Spy for other platforms.
There isn't.
But there's but like price tracking, you can see like the value of the game go up and down over time as sales happen to see what it was at its lowest versus what it was at its highest.
And here's the best part about it. So let's take Paradox, for example. They're the publishers behind Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, right? At 2.
Yep.
They don't know about the sale. They freak out, and they pulled it, right? Same thing with 2K. They pulled Borderlands, which is really funny because Randy Pitchford made and deleted a tweet making fun of the whole situation.
That's part 3. Yeah.
Right? But let's take Vampire. They pull it.
Sure.
Well, okay, it's only $10 and 50, 60. That's not that big of a deal. Unless you happen to live in Turkey or Russia, in which $10 USD were getting knocked off the regional prices, making the Russian and Turkish versions of the game only cost $5.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They fucked up the money.
Because the Epic Store doesn't have regional currency.
Oh, no. They didn't do the translate. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
So, Paradox says, we want to put games out in Turkey and Russia, and I'm sure there's a couple other countries that I'm forgetting, but those are the 2 that I saw the data on. And they go, listen, we can price it in rubles, Russian rubles, for what is the equivalent of $15 USD. We're going to price it lower regionally because piracy is a big concern there, and we want to put it there, and average income, yada, 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 yada. But $10 off in the US and Canada and the UK is not the same as $10 off in the Eastern Bloc.
Oh, my God.
So all of a sudden, they're having a situation where the game is now seen as actually valueless in countries that it was already a fight to have it seen as having any value at all. So now, if you can't get it for $5 during that one day, people in Russia are going to go, well, why the fuck don't I pirate it? The game's only worth $5 anyway.
Wow.
It's such a mess. This is a sale in which Epic paid me $10 to buy Borderlands from them, which is exclusive to their store. And it's a disaster.
And this is completely outside of everything up to this week we've been talking about of the store itself just not functioning.
Yeah, the store's just bad. It's a bad store.
Like this is a brand new issue with the way you're trying.
Why have a sale when the store is like this? And I'll tell you why. Because the way Epic is running their store is literally just somebody is running the team on the launcher, right? I'm going to assume that person's really frustrated because they don't have the resources they need. And they go, dude, give me more dudes, give me more time, give me more computers, whatever I need, right? To make this store go fast. And they go, that's not important. You know what is important? Let's just literally throw money into the street with little stickers on them that say Epic Store. And it blows up.
You ever hear about Steve Jobs losing his mind, going off on the team at Apple over Mobile Me?
I do not.
Okay, because, I mean, the short version of it is just he walked in one day and went, hey, what the fuck does Mobile Me do? And everyone was like, oh, well, it's like, does it work? And they're like, well, not really. There's problems. It's like, so then why are we pushing it down everyone's throats? And just stuttering and stammering for hours as they basically went, shut this thing down. Just shut it the fuck down.
Just kill it.
Just kill. What are we doing? We're pushing a thing that doesn't work at people aggressively
Yeah.
acting like it does, and it doesn't do anything. Like if your store sucked and they were like, well, it exists and we're working on it, that's one thing. But the aggressive, cocky swagger, the cocksure manner at which Epic Game Store is strolling down the street and kicking your door in to offer you exclusives as it all fucking falls apart underneath the scenes is amazing.
Two things about this. One, so this is pure ignorance of running a store. If you're going to put people's shit on sale, you might want to inform them that their shit is going to go on sale. Because maybe, for whatever reason or whatever, they don't like that.
Price perception exists. It's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send out an email.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. Done. Handle it as it comes in. Number 2, have a sale where people are ostensibly going to want to buy more than one thing once a shopping cart has been added to your store so that people can make singular transactions of the things that they want. That's not even say spend money on the development. I'm saying literally don't do a sale until the sale part works. Done. That's 2 things. Now, I'm not a businessman. I'm a YouTube twitchy fuck. I know this.
You are a twitchy fuck.
You know this. Average person on the street know this. Hey, Woolie, we're going to have... Hey, you know what this is? I run a hat store. I'm going to have a big fucking sale. Every hat's 50% off. No, I don't have a cash register or an Interact machine. I'm just putting it in a bowl underneath the counter. But come on in.
Monorail, 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 monorail.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What a mess.
And it seems like the business plan is to continue being aggressive about the store. So why there will be no back down.
No.
There will just be further stories.
Yeah.
And one might suppose a clock reset.
Oh yeah.
Will be in order.
This is super bad.
Because
the clock reset like 5 times within 6 hours. It's so crazy.
A bad product is being aggressively marketed.
Yeah.
Like it's just it doesn't go up from here. It really, really doesn't. And yeah, I really hate the fact that Hades is stuck in an abusive household.
Well, I mean, dude, I'm a Borderlands and fucking Obsidian fan. Think how I feel about that shit with Outer Worlds
Just
and Borderlands.
Get them on console when it happens.
So for those of you at home who are listening to the audio version of the podcast, my eyes and nostrils just flared in astonishment. Go fuck yourself. It's so I think Shy put out a tweet that was really on point, which was she took a screenshot of 2 fanboys arguing and calling each other names. Like, the Epic Game Store appears to be console wars, but just dumber. Just stupider on every level. Could you imagine if this story was like about Microsoft or Sony?
Wait, implying there are people defending it?
Oh, Woolie. It's full on fucking Steam Epic fanboy shit war.
But I don't understand.
It's so
it
pathetic.
Functionally does not function. It does the product
Woolie,
does not work. Like you can't have a
Woolie,
console war
Woolie, look at
if you
me.
hit the Sega Genesis power button
Woolie.
and it doesn't turn on.
I have a phrase for you that, while technically having nothing to do with this, will illuminate for it, and it's your Marvel bias is showing.
But if I opened up my Marvel comic and there was
Woolie.
nothing printed on the
Woolie.
pages,
Woolie.
it wouldn't be a war. Like, DC wins because there's a comic in the book.
Woolie, you are too old and mature to understand
Like,
fanboy shitheels anymore.
if I walked into a theater for a DCU movie and nothing played, and then I got kicked in the shin on the way out, and they said, yeah, now we got your money. Thanks. Like, that's not a war.
So I need to point out that as a person who uses the Epic launcher as a launcher to click on the game, it works fine. It works better than Origin in that respect. I even discovered that you can kill the entire application and run all those games without them even
That's how I
interacting
play
with.
Hades.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I have to compatibility run the fucking launcher to get anything to show up.
Yeah.
And half the time there's messages with invisible accept buttons.
Still better than fucking Origin, though. Origin's the worst.
You know what? Like playing Apex and Titanfall, rest in peace. I just got used to it.
Yeah, you got used to it.
It wore down
Yeah.
on me.
It
And it is what the fuck it is.
Yeah. It's bad. It's so bad. Do you remember?
The Uplay shit
is actually totally fine now.
See, but you still have to run it in tandem with Steam?
It depends where you buy it.
Because
If you bought it through Steam, yes. If you didn't, no.
Because that's the thing I never was prepared for, was the level of like, hey, buy this game on Uplay. Now I'm gonna buy it on Steam. Okay, but you still gotta have Uplay to play it, though.
That's right.
What are you gonna? You fucking crazy?
And
you think we're just gonna sell you this game and not make you
Steam is
fucking
turned off,
play it?
and you go to play it through Uplay, it says no. We have to load up Steam so it can load up Uplay.
Like, like we're gonna sell it to you on another platform.
It's really stupid.
But you gotta have the first.
It's very dumb.
Oh man, wow. And the problem was, for a while I was denying a bunch of like access shit requests that Uplay was asking me
all the
for,
time.
and I was like, no, you don't have my permission for any of that. And then it was like, well, then you can't run the game.
Yeah. Eat shit.
Okay, so you said it's better now.
Uplay is fine.
Okay.
It's a minor annoyance.
I'd love to see if you could put $1 to the, like, if you could put a dollar number to like the annoyance bucks in a way that you're getting out of people, and
Hey, Woolie, you want to?
and the goodwill that you lose in the process. It's almost always worth it, because that's how
Do you want to know what
business works,
the
but-
wildest variation of this event is? Because I can tell you, there's a game I didn't talk about how I played. I played Rage 2. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that came out, right?
It's totally average, 6 or 7. I had some fun with it, but I'm probably not going to go back and play it, right? You know what's interesting about Rage 2?
Careful, they might break into our house and shut you down for for saying that. Go on.
You know what's funny about Rage 2?
Yeah.
I bought it on Steam. It's a Bethesda id Software game.
Yeah.
Bought it on Steam. You know what game you can't buy on Steam? Fallout 76. You have to buy it through Bethesda's store and launcher. So everyone assumed that when Fallout 76 came out and it was exclusive to the Bethesda launcher and their ecosystem,
That everything else.
that everything else would. But no, actually. Just Fallout 76. That's weird. It's almost like they knew that thing was going to be the worst trash fire ever and made it exclusive to the one platform that you can't get refunds from.
Really?
Yeah. Almost like.
There's no return system.
No, it's their own bullshit. You can ask for a return, but they don't have a unified return policy the way Steam or Origin or Uplay or Epic has.
Do you have to convert cash into fun bucks?
I don't know.
Like, do they do? Okay. Well,
You know what you do have
right.
to do is you have to leave your personal details open for people to open and close your support tickets with your address and shit in them.
hold on a second. Can you return games to the eShop?
Which eShop?
Nintendo.
No, I don't think so.
You cannot.
Same thing with Sony. They really don't like it.
Okay.
They'll lose that battle eventually.
You mean PC platforms?
I mean PC platforms.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
By the way, I should mention, I've tested the Epic Game Store's refund shit. You have to send them an email or whatever. It's similar to Steam's. It's not quite as automated, but they're working on it apparently. Yeah, they'll refund your shit. It's same rules as Steam. Under 2 hours. Under 2 weeks.
Well,
But yeah, no, like, Rage 2 coming out on Steam is like 100% confirmation that the only reason that Fallout 76 was exclusive was so that it would be harder to get a refund and so that you wouldn't be able to see user reviews for it. Because it has the Bethesda launcher thing has no user review function. So that when you went to go buy Fallout 76, there wasn't a little tag next to it that says, this game is dog shit, don't buy it.
this world of
That's dirty, man. That's fucking dirty.
I mean, I think I have iterated this a couple times, but it's like Steam came along and it wrangled the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And, good for you, Valve, for all the problems.
And all the hard work you did.
You did it.
You're fucks now.
But you created the watering hole.
Yeah.
Right? There is nothing wrong with anyone else coming along and challenging that with what might be a better idea.
Especially now that you're letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry take a dump on that end of the fucking Oasis.
Quite
it's
frankly,
weird. Why are you letting them shit in it?
The opportunity for other people to create their own well, if need be, is part of what makes this industry work.
Yeah. Why are all these other wells so bad?
Oh, because they're poisoned.
Nah.
But you're not allowed to drink water from... If they catch you drinking water from any of those other wells, and you come back to this one, you're getting kicked in the balls.
You know what's really depressing?
Yeah.
So there's a launcher that we never talk about. It's the good old games launcher.
GOG, yeah, GOG.
It's the Galaxy launcher.
Yep.
Right? Galaxy launcher is stable.
Yep. No
Works
problems.
well,
Never
has
had
good cloud saves, good options.
Never had any issues with it.
Totally optional.
Yep.
You don't have to actually even use it.
DRM free.
I think CD Projekt reported a total profit on goodoldgames.com of about 4,800 USD last year.
Okay.
For the year.
Okay.
So, while I do appreciate the amazing and customer forthright stance of anti-DRM that Good Old Games puts forth, the catalog they show off and the features that they have don't seem to be doing them a whole lot of good. Now, granted, this is really important. A Witcher game didn't come out last year.
No. But they can buy a really nice laptop.
They sure can. Maybe. Depending on import costs to the Czech Republic.
Okay. Well, here's...
Isn't that a fucking bummer, though?
That's really sad, but also completely understandable, and goes back to what I was saying about annoyance bucks and goodwill, where there's a part of business
it means nothing.
where you have to do that, and we know that because we've been born on exclusives. We understand how that
Poland, my bad, not Czech Republic.
We understand how that works. We understand that there's a nature here where you're trying to be competitive and whatnot, but it's just ridiculous when you're doing that and you're a car salesman slapping the car going, this bad boy, and before you can tell us how much can fit in it, the wheels fall off, and you're like, where are you going? Get back here, get in the fucking car.
Listen,
it's wild that you're gonna push it as if it works when it doesn't.
Listen,
and you have no choice because you've already rolled.
Woolie,
out.
We're gonna go down to the old Polish ice cream shop where Mama CD and Papa Projekt are making some artisanal ice cream. They give you the good cone.
They have no spoons. They scrape it with the flat thing.
Yeah, they do that thing, and you're like, oh, this place is so good. And in comes the epic cream mart and moves right next door and says, there's only vanilla, but it's free. And the cones suck, and the floor is kind of sticky. But it's free ice cream!
It sure is. It sure is.